You see, too many people are struggling with letting go of their ego. That's the one thing we have a hard time letting go. It's our ego, bro. Our ego has controlled our addictions. It's controlled our life choices, our decisions. It's controlled our thinking, our mind. I mean, it's pretty much made us into a person that we don't want to look in when we see ourselves in the mirror. You know, our ego gets in the way of too much good shit within ourselves, and that we can't look past. We can't look past what our ego brings us. We get too attached to what we know. We get too attached to ourselves, when really what this is right now, this is all just a character, right? This is all an avatar that y'all looking at. What y'all seeing right now is I'm an avatar. You know, this is flesh and blood. I'm not attached to this. My job here when I came to earth, when I was born, when God created me, my job is to take care of this temple to the best way I can. To treat it, nourish it, grow it, strengthen it, build it, all that stuff. But I shall not take this flesh when I leave, when I depart this dimension, this world. It don't come with me. And that goes for your ego too. A lot of y'all are not letting go of your ego. You see, whether you're retaining or conserving your sexual energy, or anything you do in your life, or if you're just being a messenger on YouTube, or you're trying to inspire people's lives, or, you know, whatever, you're helping people develop and stuff, you're helping people out, consulting with them, and, you know, putting out good shit to the universe and stuff. You have to understand that your ego plays second fiddle to what purpose you are serving. It's not about you. It's about what you're serving. It's about what you're putting out. You have to learn to put yourself sometimes behind the scenes. Like when I talk about putting out stuff into the universe, I'm talking about your ego. Put your ego aside. Because what you put out is what matters in the long run. You as a person will always matter, and how you take care of yourself and how you look at yourself. But you have to remember, your ego plays a negative role in your life. You see, your ego will drive you back down temptation, back down and again to your addictions, all the things that you've been trying to detach from. Your ego wants you to attach yourself back to the things that were destroying you initially, like drugs, alcohol, smoking weed, porn addiction. You know, all those things that you were so attached to, your ego is going to make sure that you get back down to those things, that you get back to doing the same things that was holding you back. That's how your ego works, bro. You have to pay attention to how your ego works. Ultimately, your ego is playing against you. When you are tapping into your higher self, a higher being of who you are, bro, when you're tapping into who you're supposed to become, your true self, your ego will try to do everything in its power to deprive you of moving forward, of ascending. A lot of us go through this shit. It takes a lot to tame our ego, because our ego likes to spin out of control. Especially when you have a status. And most people on YouTube, I'm not going to name any names and stuff. I'm not doing all that shit. The thing is, a lot of people look at themselves as spiritual, like, leaders and stuff. Right? There's such a thing as spiritual ego. I believe in that. And the more I've watched certain videos of people, the more I see through them. And I don't think they're bad people. I don't think they mean any harm to people. I just think they have to let go of some of their egotistical, characteristics that they're still holding on to. when they are trying to ascend their life and they're trying to put out good content, but good positive stuff to the universe, right? To people that are watching, you know? I think it's always important to put that ego aside for yourself and for the people that you are trying to help impact their lives in a positive light. Because like I said, your ego does not come first, right? And and the thing is, man, our ego has to go. In order for us to ascend, in order for us to improve, our ego has to die. It has to die. Completely. There is no way we can be the best version of ourselves if our ego is still talking to our ear. If our ego is still trying to finesse us. We gotta let it go, man. We gotta let it go. It's time to put that ego aside. Throw that motherfucker in the trash. And a lot of these spiritual YouTubers or spiritual leaders who have egos, they need to put that shit aside. Because the ones who are talking and thinking they're better than everybody else, you know, calling people bots, calling people this, that, they're not woke. Oh, you know, you're not woke, so if you don't know certain things about the Matrix, oh, you ain't woke like how I'm woke. Does it fucking matter if that person's woke or not? Like I said in one of my past videos like months ago, you gotta probably go back and, you know, and scroll through the videos that I made and shit about the Matrix. When it's time for people to wake up, when it's time for you to wake up, God will send you this. He will give you the signal when it's time for you to wake up, right? Your alarm clock is not time to set yet. See, somebody else's alarm clock was set before you. Before you was a bot in this Matrix, before you was just a blind sheep and living in the Matrix, you had somebody else before you who already knew everything that was going on, that knew what the government was up to, that knew about, you know, the food being chemically enhanced, that knew that the food was being chemically enhanced, you know, them messing with our meat, our food, our fruits and vegetables, you know, the GMO stuff, everything, you know, the Hollywood pedophiles and people have knew all this shit before you even, like, you know, stumbled upon this information. So you cannot come on your own platform and act like you know everything is going on. You know everything and everybody's stupid and dumb. You thinking you're this huge spiritual leader and you're like, you're on this high pedestal that everybody wants to put you on. But the fact of the matter is, the information that you give out is not even new. The information has been out there years and years before you were even on this wave. Do you feel what I'm saying? So you cannot come on your own channel and act like the information you are spewing out is brand new. It's not brand new. It's old news, my guy. It's old news, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be woken up, and I don't even like using the word woke, because that's just a trend now. That's like a trendy term. The word woke, right? Woke, it's a trendy term. You know what I'm saying? That's some little kid vocabulary right there. It's time to up your vocabulary, bro. Instead, you are consciously aware. You become consciously aware. When it's time for you to be consciously aware, when it's time for you to upgrade your level of thinking and critical thinking and to unlock a new level of awareness, it would be your time. So you can't act like you're better than everybody else because you know more shit. But the shit that you know is not new information. This information has been upon us years and years, bro. Past decade, even. So what you are putting out is nothing new. It's nothing that we haven't already picked up on already. And trust me, with the Great Awakening, which has happened this year, a lot of people are becoming equipped to this shit and taking notes. And because this pandemic has unlocked a newer level of consciousness for a lot of these folks, they're becoming aware and they're becoming more in tune with, you know, how everything is done in the world, the matrix that we live in. A lot of people take the red pill and they swallow it because they want truth. They want multiple sources of the truth. You don't just hold one source of the truth. There's multiple sources of the truth. You got to go to multiple sources, different locations to find the real truth. I believe the real truth is in the Bible. That's the standard that I'm on, is the Bible. Nothing can get past the Bible when it comes to finding the real truth. But like I said, you put these spiritual leaders on a pedestal because why? I have no idea. Because honestly, I can't even answer that question. The ego has to go. It has to die. You can't be the best version of yourself if you're still holding on to your egotistical ways. Point blank simple. You gotta get rid of the ego, man. I'm out.